Hello and welcome to Merlin's Manor. Today I'm going to be showing you how to play Grandma's Grudge, which is part of the Final Girl Guest Stars box. We're going to be playing against the Big Bad Wolf at the Storybook Woods. Felt very thematic since this is Grandma. Whenever you're playing with this, you're going to of course be playing as Grandma. She has 5 victims that she saves to unlock her ultimate ability, and each one of those gives her a card. And then her ultimate ability is whenever you are in the same space as a victim, or if there are no victims on the board, she gets an extra die for all of her horror rolls, and for additional victim saves, she's going to lower the horror. Now let's go over the setup for Grandma's Grudge. You're going to start by removing the long rest, sprint cards, short rest, and walk cards from the game. You will not be using those. Instead, you're going to be adding all of these zero-cost cards, the 2 steady walks and a help, to your starting hand. And then you're going to replace the sprints with these slow walk cards. And you're going to add the Gather the Flock and the Rally card to your tableau here for purchasable cards. Then you'll choose the difficulty level you want to play on. For easy, you'll start with all 3 items, the knitting needles, the knickknacks, and the good plates. On normal, you'll start with just the knitting needles and knickknacks. And on hard, you'll start with just the knitting needles. We'll be playing on normal, so we'll be getting rid of the good plates, and you can choose to shuffle this in with the item deck if you wish, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to shuffle that all in so that it has an opportunity to come out when we're playing. And let's see, we got a map for the village location. We got the songbirds at the gingerbread house. I like the songbirds. And we have the chicken bones at Grandma's house. Let's put that in there. Now, Grandma always has only 1 health. She can never gain more health. And even if you were to flip her final health token and had more than 1 heart on there, you would treat it as just 1 heart being added back on there. But she's always going to be rolling an extra die because of that. Grandma can also always play reaction cards, even if there is something with the killer rules, the location rules, or other effects that would tell you can't play reaction cards. She can always play them. And Grandma also treats all of the lose a heart icons as simply a damage icon, and so she can use reaction cards even when it would normally be straight up losing a heart. There's a special rule for panicking victims. If victims were to panic, they would actually move 1 space towards Grandma instead of the normal rolling for panic, unless they're already in her space, and then you would just roll as normal to see where they would panic. And those are all the rules for playing as Grandma in Grandma's Grudge. I'm going to real quick go over, in case you're not familiar with these, the Big Bad Wolf and the Storybook Woods special rules. The big thing with the Big Bad Wolf is he starts in tracking mode, and when you reveal his dark power, he moves to hunt mode. And as long as he's in tracking mode, he's only going to move as his default action. But there are going to be terror cards that can come up. Some of them will have normal actions, and you'll do those as normal. Some of them will have a track action versus a hunt action, in which case he'll do what mode he's in at that time. His hunt action, for default, doesn't have any movement with it, but it does have an attack with it. So be sure not to resolve both of those whenever you have the track and hunt action on the terror cards. That can be an easy thing to accidentally do. And as far as the Storybook Woods go, the big thing about it is it has 3 locations that are bridges, and those you can only move 1 victim with you at a time when crossing those. Let's go ahead and jump right on in by starting out with our starting event. Hansel. The victim closest to you is now Hansel. Once per turn, whenever you move at least 1 space, you may move an additional space as long as Hansel remains with you for your extra movement. At the gingerbread house, you may replace Hansel with a normal victim to take any 1 item card from the item deck. If Hansel dies with you in your space, +2 bloodlust. And by the way, the knitting needles, if an enemy enters into your space, you may discard the knitting needles to deliver 1 damage to that enemy. And the knickknacks, if the killer enters your space, you may discard the knickknacks to immediately end the killer phase. We also have this special reaction card called Help. When you are attacked, move any victim from an adjacent space to your space, then choose a victim in your space to become the target of the attack. Steady walks can only move up to 1 space, same as slow walks, and they have different times depending on how many successes you get. Gather the Flock, you'll move any 2 victims 1 space each for 2 successes. Move any victim 1 space each for 1 success. And then Rally, for 2 successes, all victims in a single space of your choice each deal damage to an enemy in that space, or for 1 success, 1 victim of your choice deals damage to an enemy. Starting on 5 horror for the Big Bad Wolf, and so I'm going to want to get the horror down. Let's go ahead and change Hansel out for this guy here. And let's go ahead and focus to start out with. We get 3 dice, remember, because she starts out with just her final health. And we start out great with 2 successes. So that's going to go up twice, and that's going to go down once. Now we're focusing again. 1 success, so we lose a time, but horror goes down 1. And then do I want to stay in Grandma's house to try and get the chicken bones? No, I think I want to get Hansel rescued so that we can go up there and get the songbird. So I'm going to start moving. Steady walk. And so we can move 1 space. It's going to cost us 1 time. And then let's go ahead and steady walk again. And because we have Hansel with us, we can move an extra space, losing 1 time, and we're moving 2 spaces to there. And I am going to call it quits for this round. I want to be able to move over to the gingerbread house. So I'm going to get at least 1 slow walk. I'm going to get a close call. I want to get a... No, we got the knickknacks, so I don't need to get a guard yet. We got 3 to spend. Well, that's either going to be... Let's go ahead and do another slow walk. And then for 2, I feel like gather the flock. Because Hansel lets us get the top, get an item card when we get him there. So yeah, we don't need to search because of that. So steady walk, and the focuses all go there. So now he's going to move towards the closest victim. And the terror card, I'll huff and I'll puff. He would move, he's already where he needs to be. Horror is going to go up 2. Oh, I should have got a distraction. That's okay. Let's go ahead and slow walk. I'm going to have to turn that into a success. Let's just do weak attack and slow walk. And I'm going to leave them there. Just move 1, 2 with him. We are going to turn him into a regular victim here at the gingerbread house and take the songbirds. Songbirds, if the killer is within 2 spaces of you, you may spend 3 time to send the songbirds to attack, doing 3 damage to the killer. And so that is all I can really do in the moment. And I feel like I forgot to charge my time here. 1, 2. 1, 2. I think they were both just 1 success. Means I don't have a lot of time to spend. And I discard the help card in order to have 3 times so I can get a distraction. Okay, so let's go ahead and do... The killer is already where he needs to be. What big eyes you have. When you move into or begin your turn in the Big Bad's Wolf space, discard a random action card if able. And now he has 2 extra health. Okay, let's go ahead and do a steady walk. No, let's go ahead and do distraction. Got 1 success. Let's go ahead and get rid of our steady walks to lower it twice and get 2 time. Let's go ahead and focus. Let's try and see if we can get this all the way down and start rolling 4 dice. Lose a time and that. Let's do the same with the next focus. We get 2 time and lower 1. Nice. Okay. Grandma is rolling strong today. I got to gather the flock in a close call. I got 9 time to spend. Let's go ahead and get a distraction just because that seems like it's always handy. Let's get a rally card for 3. Let's get a search card for 2 and a close call. And these come to our hand. 10 cards exactly. No, wait, these slow walks weren't supposed to be there. Now we are going to... He moves right there. The full moon is out. Roll a die, then place the killer in the space indicated below. All victims in that space will be killed. If no victims are killed, then draw and resolve the next card. So it's going to be either the meadow, the glen, or the clearing. And there are a lot of people in the meadow for some reason. How do we get so many people in the meadow? Oh, that's where they started. It's a 6, which is the glen. And because no victims were killed, we're going to resolve a new card. Move yourself and all victims 1 space towards. This is a big bad wolf. That's not helpful. Oh, wait, no. I can move there. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's going to move this way. And then he is going to kill 3 people. There are 3 people with him. It's going to go up 1, 2, 3. Horror goes up 1, and we're going to reveal the dark power. 6th Sense. The big bad wolf ignores damage effects from reaction cards such as Retaliate. So Retaliate basically became more expensive than it's worth. Nobody's in a space, so there is no panicking. I would have loved to have moved, but I don't have any move with me currently. I could gather the flock and then rally. Now let's go ahead and do the distraction first. I'll get to rolling 4 die, maybe. Yep. 1, 2. 1, 2. So now we are going to gather the flock. Oh, and he's in hunt mode now. So we got 1 success. We're going to discard weak attack and help to make this a 2nd success. So that 2 people move in there with him. Then we're going to do rally. Oh wait, we should be rolling 4 dice. Actually should have rolled 1 more die on that last one. Would have helped. 4 dice now, still not a lot of help. I no longer am where I can use search anyway. So I kind of feel like search and close call. To make a 6th success. And then they're going to do 2 damage to him, which is going to get rid of this card. I have a close call left. And if I'm not mistaken, gather the flock would have cost 1 time. So we have 5 time to spend. Getting all these cards back. 2 steady walks, 2 focuses. I need to move a lot, I feel like. I feel like now is the time to move. So let's get 2 slow walks. And let's get a distraction because it's about to go up 2 soon. Okay. There are people with him. He's going to kill 1. It's going to go up there. Panic adjacent victims. There's no victims adjacent to him. And then we're going to flip. Place 2 new victims at Grandma's house. The killer recovers a heart, but he has no hearts to recover. And an event card comes out. Harmless old woman. The killer is disguised as grandmother, and the victims do not realize it. Any victims in a space adjacent to the killer move into the killer's space. Well, there aren't any, and we discard that one once it's done. That was fairly harmless. Now we go ahead and roll 1 die to panic this guy. He's going to panic into Grandma's house. And I forgot to put the 2... Oh. Forgot to put the 2 victims into Grandma's house. So they would actually come into his space. So 1's going to Grandma's house, and let's see what the other 2 are doing. 1 and 3. 3 goes that way. 1 goes that way. Okay, we need to try and get over here and start saving victims. That is our current goal. So let's steady walk. 4 dice. We got 3 successes, which is excessive. We move 1, and we don't lose any time. Slow walk again. Now we can only move 1 victim over. This is unfortunate. 3 successes again. Moving 1 victim there. And I'm going to save that victim and take a Gather the Flock card. And then I'm going to play said Gather the Flock card. Got 1 success. We're going to need to turn that into 2. Let's get rid of 2 focuses to do that. We spend 1 time. And these 2 both move over here. I can save them. I'll take a Rally card and a Guard card. No, Retaliate card. Might as well take the Retaliate card, even though I can't use it for special stuff. I can still take it. And then I'd like to get these guys back towards me. I don't want them to get too close to the wolf. They won't get too close to him. I have a steady walk. Did I use slow walk earlier? I used slow walk, so I'm going to lose the time. Let's do steady walk now. I'm going to go 1 space, and I don't lose time because it's steady walk. And I think I'm going to hold on to my slow walk right now and wait till next turn because I can't get a slow walk back. Could get a guard. I think I'll wait until next turn to save people so I can get both of those. I don't want to move closer to it just in case bad things happen. No, I am going to do it. Slow walk. Let's go ahead and do it. I just won't save the slow walk one. Okay, so we're going to lose 1 time. Move 2 people over here. I'll save the one that lets me take a guard. And I'll wait on the one that gives me a slow walk until there's 1 back in the market. Oh, we've got 3 time to spend. I'll just get a distraction just because it's the only thing that costs 3 right now that I want to get. Not really needed because I already have a distraction, but... Okay, let's see what the big bad wolf is going to do. He's not moving. Flip that. And if there are no victims on the board, discard. Otherwise, place the big bad wolf with the closest victim. Here and here. He's going to give preference to where there's multiple victims. And he's going to kill 1, and that's going to go up. And horror is going to go up 2. I think I accidentally put 2 victims in there earlier from when I was trying to put them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, so he is going to panic. Oh, and panic, you don't roll for that right now, because I may have done that wrong earlier. He just moves 1 closer to me. Let's start out by saving this guy. We'll get a slow walk. And we unlock our ability here. Now we want a victim to be with us so that we can take advantage of that. Getting to the big bad wolf right now is not going to be easy, though. Let's go ahead and slow walk. Oh, wait. Horror is up. Let's go ahead and distraction. 1 and 1. Then we will slow walk. It cost us 1. I'm going to come here so I can gather that guy with me. 1 time. Let's get rid of a weak attack and a close call. Get 2 time. I'm going to get a critical blow and a gather the flock for 8 between them. Slow walk, distraction, close call, and how many of these can I get? I got 8, so I can get 2. I get 2 steady walks. Okay, no movement. Getting treats for grandmother. Take the top card of the village item deck. Discard during the action phase, and for each deck of item cards, do one of the following. If the top card is face down, reveal it. If the top card is face up, you may remove it from the game and reveal the next card. And then he's going to move towards me. He's got a movement of 3 right now, so 1, 2, 3. Got killing him in his space, there's nobody there. But he just moved closer to me, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and discard the map just to find out what we can get. The village has the cage, that's nice. And the gingerbread house has Lucky Rabbit's foot. And I'll leave that one there because that's useful. Plus, I'm not even sure if I'm going to get back to Grandma's house. So the cage is very useful, actually, if I can use the songbirds and get back over there. In fact, I am within space there, so let's go ahead and spend 3 time to use the songbirds. They're going to do 3 damage to the killer and discard. And then we are going to steady walk. That was terrible. Tell you what, we will do close call and steady walk. Because we still have this going on for us. I'm going to move to there. I'm not going to save the victim because I want the victim with me. Oh wait, we had 1 more die. Wouldn't have helped. Oh, and the steady walk is going to cost me 1 time. I have 2 time to spend. You can get a slow walk and a close call. And let's get a weak attack, I guess. Okay, so he is going to move into my space. I'm going to activate both Knitting Needles and Knickknacks. He's going to lose 1 heart for Knitting Needles. And he's going to have his turn end with the Knickknacks. No, I'm sorry, that's not what he's going to do. Let me see what he does. Yep, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to move there. He's going to attack twice, actually. But instead, the killer phase ends because of Knickknacks. Now, we are ready. I'm going to use Rally. 2. Unfortunately, there's only 1 person with him. So he loses 1. And then I'm going to do Critical Blow. 2 successes, does 3 damage and lowers the horror 1. Killer's now on his last health. We're here. And we are going to go ahead now and weak attack. Rolling 6 dice because 1 die for that, 1 die for that, 1 die for that ability, and the 3 for being here. Doing a weak attack. Finish him. 2, so we don't take any damage. And we're going to find out if he is indeed dead. He comes back with 2 hearts. Ends the current phase. I am going to buy a guard card for 2 for sure. And let's just do a Furious Strike for 4. We are going to be hoping for the best. Let's get a steady walk. Okay, so he is now going to attack. This is where things get dicey. Go ahead and use the Retaliate. We can still use it to defend. We're rolling 5 dice right now. We got 1 success. Let's discard Slow Walk and Steady Walk to make them 2 successes. So he doesn't do any damage to me. Move the killer 2 spaces towards grandmother's house. He is on the run. He is afraid because of what we've been doing to him. And then picking up and moving 1 victim with the killer if able. So he's going to move that one. And then the event comes out. And by the way, it picked me up and I was helpless. The Woodsman. The victim closest to you is now the Woodsman. He will follow you into the killer's space. He's already in the killer's space. When attacking the killer, the Woodsman adds +1 die for every 3 health the killer has. Doesn't have enough health for that to work out. You save the Woodsman, double your victim's save bonus. If the Woodsman dies while in your space, lose 3 times. I got rid of my move cards. Now I can't get to them. I was expecting that to be the end-all be-all. Do I have a rally? No, I don't have the rally. Rally also would have been nice. Yeah, I'm just going to buy cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 cards right now, so I can get 3 cards. A rally for 3. Let's do a slow walk for 1, and we're going to get the steady walk back. Okay. Because we need to get to him. He just ran away from us. So he's going to kill somebody in his space. Bloodlust's going to go up 1. He's going to gain a heart back. But it was not while in my space, so we do not lose the time. Grandma, is that you? There are no victims on the board we discard. There are for each victim in the same space or adjacent to the big bad wolf. Horror is going to go up 1. There's 1 adjacent to him. Now we're going to reveal the finale, which is Tasty Treats. When revealed, the big bad wolf recovers hearts for each dead victim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he's going to be moving and doing up to 2 kills in his space. And this is going to go back here. So we got to figure out if I can get to that village. That cage is becoming more and more necessary. But that is a long way to walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. It's a long way to walk. 8 if I go around the long way. He's going to target this guy. Don't have enough movement. I'm not going to be able to get over there. Let's go ahead and use Gather the Flock. How many dice do I need? 5? No, 4. I lost 1 person. I can move up to 2 people. We're going to do Rally. And that costs 1 time for the other. Rally does 1 point of damage. Then we're going to Steady Walk. And of course that happens. I'm going to need these turn, so move 1 and lose a time. We're going to Slow Walk. Oh, no, we're not. Hold on to Slow Walk. Man, that was a terrible finale card. He'd be on his last leg if not for that thing. Distractions to see what it gets us. Just that and 2 time. We'll buy a critical blow for 6. And do I want to get rid of... I don't want to get rid of anything. Okay, so he's going to kill that guy. Bloodlust goes up 1. Panic adjacent victim. So he's going to move here. He's going to move there. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way. Okay, I'm going to steady walk. But I had a close call still, did I not? Well, that sucks. Let's slow walk. Probably a mistake. Let's do it anyway. So we move 1 into his space. Gonna cost me 2 time. And then I'm just gonna critical blow and see what happens. Let's go ahead and discard 2 focuses. Oh, I had 1 more die. Hold up. Okay, still discarding 2 focuses. To turn that into a success. Doing 1, 2, 3 damage and raising that, which raises that once. We're going to do Furious Strike. That's problematic. No, it's not terrible. Remove 1. Horror goes down 1, which gives us time. And we're ending our turn. I'm going to buy 2 close calls for sure. And gather the flock and get these free cards back. Okay, so he's going to kill this person. Bloodlust goes up, horror goes up. And then I'm going to have to guard against his second attack. I've got close calls if I need them. Didn't need them. Ignore all damage. And we move into the next round. I'm going to steady walk. Of course that's going to happen. Weak attack and close call. To move 1. And it's going to cost me a time. I'm going to do gather the flock. Lots of successes. And I don't know if I'm able to move him to my space. It says move any 2 victims 1 space each. Costs a time. I don't think I can move him. It's okay, I have a help. I am going to get a Furious Strike. No. I'm going to get 2 slow walks and a search. These all come back. It goes there. Attack. Steady walk. Guard. Close call. So he's going to come here. I'm going to use help. When you attack, move any victim from an adjacent space to your space. Then choose a victim in your space to become the target of the attack. So, boom. He's going to gain a heart is the bad part about that. And then I'm going to guard. 2 focuses, turn that into 2 successes. We are good to go. There are no victims on the board now. I'm going to be able to roll the extra dice. I should have 1 left. Oh well. I had plenty to turn in. That's not good. Slow walk and close call will allow me to move 1 space at the cost of 2 time. I need to get... Nope, there's nothing I can do here. Well, nothing good to do here. Can't make it up there. All because of no successes on there, which would defend me for this round. I'm going to do 3 and 1 at most. No, I won't be able to do that even because I won't be able to buy those. Looks like I'm just going to have to hope I have a heart on here and buy like I do. Because he's going to get to me. He's going to attack twice. I need 2 defense if I'm going to defend, which would be spending both of these cards to get both of these. Yeah, I got to just hope I have hearts and spend likewise. I'm going to get these 2 freebies. I'm going to get the Furious Strike. Can't even afford to get a close call in the moment, so let's hope. I think I just lost. But let's see. Come here. Attacks me. And dead. That's how you play Grandma's Grudge. The big bad wolf got Grandma because she can't roll, but that's okay. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It's showing you how this plays. I usually see it seems a little bit more powerful to me, but I just some bad rolls and a really terrible finale card there, coupled with the final hearts that brought it back just made things pretty much impossible. And why I didn't take the retaliate and spend 2 cards to get a guard is basically that would mean this turn doing nothing but spending these, hopefully trying to protect myself when he attacked, and then only having a guard to buy back and nothing else that I could do in the moment. So either way, it was going to come down to whether I'd survive that or not. Anyway, hope you have a great week and keep on gaming.